And good morning. Let's see. The music didn't start up today. Gotta kill Pretzel. What is today? Monday. This might be a Monday. Like how I've been on vacation. I really thought that I would be streaming more on vacation, but today is brought to you thanks to my wife who says you need to go stream today. I don't know why. I think she just doesn't like to see me like lingering around. And it's cold out here. We got 45 degrees out here. I'm gonna see if. Oh well, talking is hard. There we go. All right, all right. What have I forgotten? I have forgotten the Discord bit. Get that wired up real quick. And there we go. Took a sip of coffee and then I could see my breath. Just a wee bit chilly out here. So what are we gonna do today? Today, I'm gonna make a little bit more progress on our forum attempt. I want to see how to get that, figure out how to get that SAML stuff wired up. All right. I think we're ready. Although it does feel like I'm forgetting something. I did not plug in my phone. There we go. I'll get that. That's set up just in case. Just in case. So how's everyone today? Monday. Bum, bum. And away we go. Oh, that's right. We had left off trying to get this compiling faster. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Do I want to go down that rabbit hole? Maybe. I don't know. It's 30 seconds or so to compile this. We'll try to patch that up later. I did download and install Manjaro in a VM. But I really haven't set it up. Hey, Pro Theory 8. Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been working on the place. We're gonna keep going on some of this other stuff. Specifically, the template here, trying to get this set up so that we can see whether or not we can create this table when we publish it. Oh, you've started your first web dev project recently. Oh, that's perfect. So what do you think about web development? Uh-oh. Yeah, I did something wrong. There we go. You kind of hated it before starting to do it. Now you think it's somewhat tolerable. It is tolerable, I think. What's build failed? Oh, because I don't have Docker running. Why does that need Docker to build? Oh, I could download Docker now and get a point update. Oh, that's Big Sur updates. Okay, Docker might be running. Apparently Sam wanted to use Docker for some reason. I'm not sure what it is though. Oh, I'm doing the cross compilation, aren't I? Did we? Yes, there it is. That's why, because we have the cross build. Docker, what, stats? You're going to implement the ActivityPub API for your web dev project. Nice. That's cool. I need to restart Kitty real quick. Okay, I'll just detach there. We left that in a tmux session. Oh, some kind of social network. Well, that's cool. I was on a social network project forever ago. It was kind of neat. Never actually left the building. Oh, that's better. Okay. Let's give this a build again. Sam build. I have been missing the streams lately, JB Pratt. I had a little bit of time off. And my wife got tired of me sitting around the house in the morning, so I'm out here today. In the cold, it's like 48 degrees. I started when it was like 45 degrees. So I'm going to see what this can do. We're using the cross compilation, using the is that cross, Rust cross. This guy here in our make file. Just trying to get the build time down a little bit. I don't think that's actually gonna help much. I want to see how long it takes for just touching a piece and seeing what the linking would take again using the Docker images. And I think I've cranked Docker preferences up like full, so I can use all 8 cores on this box. Double check that, resources. Oh, I didn't set up, is that a black screen? I'm sorry, let's see, where's Docker? It's fixed up. There we go. Yeah, 12 gigs of RAM. That should be okay. Right. What am I using cross compilation for? So Pro 38, we are trying to get the edit test cycle a little bit tighter for testing out some of the lambdas that we're building out. I don't want to have to wait like 2 minutes or whatever. Even 30 seconds I think is kind of long. So we're trying to get the that iteration cycle down. So if we come in here, quit out of that htop, I think our best time was was 22 seconds, 23 seconds. We're doing a linking. But here we're going to run it once. We'll run it a second time. Should be pretty quick because that should just fire up much faster the second time. Also, I think the first time I was doing this, I didn't have all 8 cores allocated to Docker. And now I do, and we can see that it's using a few more. In htop, what is the green versus the red in the CPU graph there? You can see that there's like, is the red the system overhead? And the green is the user space stuff? Because the other option is to fire up VMware and run this inside of a VM for the build. Which really isn't that bad of an idea. We'd have to set up, well, we could do a test. We could do a test real quick. This seems like it's just going to take forever. Legacy deploy 1? Oh, I know. I'm hoping that this project doesn't last too long, because I would like to get back to Legacy. Wow, this is just chewing through it. I wish I could see a little bit more in there. Should have left the debug on there. The copy sources, I think, was pretty quick. I'm concerned that this has to do like a full compilation, and then the next time it does it, it's going to be just as long. But I'm not sure because we're not getting that much visibility into this. Here, I'm going to go ahead and cancel out. We can get a little bit more. Cat make file. Let's just run this. So cross build instead of cargo build. And that should give us a little bit more insight into what's happening. It's still going to fire it up inside of a VM. I did try running this using Podman, but Podman doesn't work on OS 10. The client runs on OS 10 as long as you have a Podman machine running somewhere. Oh, well that was much faster. 16 seconds? It's going to be that quick again? Well, it says it took 21 seconds. So it had some overhead. You installed Starship. Why is it telling you to activate AWS region? Oh, you might have AWS config somewhere, and it's trying to show some more information in the bar, but it can't figure it out. Oh, I see. So yeah, if you just climb your tree there, you probably have some sort of AWS config file somewhere. Maybe in your home directory even, like your default AWS config in your home directory. Okay, so this looks like it's going pretty well. Let's do I want to try this one more time. We do a release. Oh, but that's the one that was taking so long. It's too big for you. Yeah, you can turn those off if you don't want those. And then because sometimes, you know, they're not all that helpful. Oh, interesting. So why didn't this get further along? We didn't run it with the environment variable. We look at cat make file. Here, build mode should have tossed on release onto that. Because if it's not set, then you add that tag. Otherwise, yeah, we didn't do that. All right, I don't want to wait for that. So instead, we will do SAM with, not that. What was it, build mode? Yeah, build mode. Quote, quote. Let's toss a dash dash debug on there. Interesting, copy source is taking a while. That shouldn't be the case. Oh. Ooh, I see, we're getting stuff in target there. Okay. This part here should take 20 seconds. Let's make. All right, that's not too bad. Really not too bad. But we can trim down that make file just a little bit more. Let's go look up target. Oh, here's cross. This is what I want. I'm going to be able to change the target directory for cross. Oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool. Because that directory is going to get large. What's the number on the left side? Let's take a look. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Mine, I don't have that. We've got the Git information here, cargo info, Rust version that I'm using. Oh, that's right, and Rust was updated too, wasn't it? Huh. Oh, that's strange. Let's check cargo config. Target directory is supposed to be here, and it's not picking that up. Oh. Oh, this is the wrong place, isn't it? Okay. I think all we do is replace that with a hyphen. Now it says sibling. This might mean that our next build is going to take a little bit longer, though. Okay. No. It's supposed to be here. Why wasn't it picking that up? Oh, maybe it's because it's not cargo, but it's cross. All right. Back to coding. All right, now I'm going to copy the... I don't know if that's going to be right. Wow, that's a lot of data. Maybe. Oh, no, no, no. Look, now we have a target directory in there. Right. That's better. All right. Let's get rid of this target and see if this will work again. Okay, debug should be faster because it doesn't have to copy that directory. And hopefully this time it doesn't start making that directory. Nice. Good. Got some decent coffee today. Yes, Nerjira. DynamoDB is their NoSQL database. It's like a key value store. They also have DocumentDB. So if we look real quick, with MongoDB compatibility, interesting. So DocumentDB, basically Mongo capable, fully managed, MongoDB compatible. And DynamoDB is their key value store. DynamoDB can handle more than 10 trillion requests per day. I don't know if it's enterprise scale though. Yeah, you're welcome. And sometimes I don't see the questions as easy as early as I would like. All right, looks like our copy didn't fix things. So I'm gonna let it run through this. Kind of. We're gonna do this one. So we can see what's going on. Well, a 60-second delay, wow. That was interesting. Why did we get different effects there? Am I forgetting something else in the makefile? Target dir should be already set. Because now it's in the config file. Ah, but now we're getting the target here. Alright, let's kill that. Come back over. I want that. Cargo target dir. Okay, so it's creating the directory, but nothing's in it yet. Built to create directory, target debug. Alright. Just set it as an environment variable, which is going to screw me up later. Just watch. See, that's going into the wrong directory. We do not want that there. Oh, the Git plugin up here for this one? This is just part of Starship. Good morning. No, where did we see it first? Was it Musean? Is that on Musean stream? All right, that's not working. I mean, that's still putting it in the wrong spot. Rust cross cruise. All right, so they have a bunch of stuff in there, right? Table of contents, terminology, target triplet, toolchain, crates, cross-compiling with cargo. Ooh, versus Rust C. All right, let's click down here. What is this? Why would you want to do that? I guess if you're not using cargo. All right. Oh, do we have the path configured for the wrong location? We have it configured for build. That should be everything. This directory, I believe, exists. It does. All right. Well, cancel first. Let's get rid of the other target directory. Don't want to do more than we have to. No. There. All right. I'm going to let it just chew on that for a bit. It appears to be doing the right thing. How do we tail a Docker image? I am not a Docker guru. Stats on that? Objective. Docker log tail. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. Didn't do it. Docker logs maybe. Okay, followed by the container. -F for follow. Oh, there we go. It's not as pretty as it's a colorful version, but this works. Okay. Target. Hey, it created the directory, but it's not using it, which is good. Should be using the Rust AWS Lambda target directory. Is it 9 a.m.? No. Okay. I wonder if our config file is going to have an issue. This here. Yeah, edit anyways. I think this is different triplet than that image. But it should be okay. The make file. Where's the make file? I don't. It looks like the same one. So yeah, this might cause an issue when it goes to link. Miracle of sound. I'm starting to recognize this guy's voice too. All right. I'm gonna let this go. Hopefully, the second go at this won't be so long. While it's doing that, I'm gonna spend a little bit of bandwidth on doing a rust up. It shouldn't bother the build, 'cause it's just downloading. Maybe some file I/O. What's up? It's up to 54 degrees. There were a lot of cool things in the latest update. I don't think the blog kind of did it justice. There was just not. There's a Rust blog. Blog.rustlang. Probably. Yeah. This ended up being pretty cool. Is your linking in RustDoc? Awesome. I don't know, that it may seem like that's not all that cool, but this is really cool. That, oh my goodness, that is so much better. Instead of having to figure out how it generates the paths here, I mean, it's possible, but by switching to something, the namespace, very specific, it's really nice. This one here, the try from the vector to the arrays, very nice. What else we got? Oh, make contiguous, neat. That and future pending and ready. I like these little pop-ups here, these bits here, notable traits. Sometimes it's hard to find what you need in the documentation because of the way that the traits used to not be like all that obvious to newcomers. So when they toss a little eye icon on there, it makes it much more obvious that there's something interesting that you should look at here. And it's going to be helpful. That's pretty cool. Just that, well, pending. Pending's there. Ready's there. New const bits. And there you go. There was tier 2 support for this one. Look at that. That's nice. Made it a little ways. That's still downloading. I mean, the biggest difference here in the speed and cross-compiling this seems to have been giving Docker more memory when doing this. So why couldn't we build this from the command line to get the same effect as that make file? Is it because of the environment variables? I mean, we did set that though. Running this, which we did, we were doing debugs, we didn't toss that on there. We have that set. Maybe it's target dir? That doesn't seem like it makes sense. Oh, did you hear about the circus fire? It was intense. Oh man. I hate Russian dolls. They're full of themselves. Wow. Yeah, this is just taking far too long. This is because we're using the cross compilation instead of using the muscle cross linker. Morning, Codespin. It's going all right, other than the extremely long cross compilation time here. Almost want to try this with VMware instead. Problem there is I'm gonna have to download and install Rust on it. Now we could try that. I've got a VM we could toss this onto. Oh, you know what? It's getting towards the end. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got a license for Synergy as well. I'm still using the 1.x version. But still, I like it. The 2.x version I found was a little laggy for me. And I didn't like the auto config. I didn't like that I had to be connected to the internet in order for it to automatically configure itself. Rust analysis. What's this one? Is this Rust Analyzer? Something. Are they now shipping Rust Analyzer like that? Huh. All right. I'm not very impressed with how slow this is going. It to me, it feels like it's almost done. We have no idea of how many are left, how much is left. Which is too bad. And I don't really want to start up the VMware stuff right now and get that fired up. I guess we could. And it's not gonna. It's gonna cause swapping. Oh, Elixir is awesome. And I love Elixir. Elixir is great. The Erlang VM is a fantastic piece of technology. What would I say that Rust most excels at? I'd say that it's quite a bit like, let's say, C, C++, those lower level languages like that in terms of performance. So it can perform very well. You can also run in environments that Erlang doesn't run in. So if you needed something for like embedded controllers, stuff like that, Rust can be there. Man, that's kind of a toss-up between Elixir and Rust. I guess it really depends on what your target is, because I think they're both great languages. Erlang with the basically shared nothing, right? You can't share data or share objects in Erlang. Really means that you can't get into some of the situations that Rust is protecting you from. So if you were in a situation where you couldn't use Erlang for that, or for whatever your project was, it seems like using Rust would be a great fit, because it's also going to protect you from the shared data errors, multi-threading situations where you have to be able to track the lifetime of something across cores. Rust does all that. Demo projects for Rust. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on what you're into. And like if you're into doing like back-end web stuff, you definitely do that. There's a lot of projects out there for that. There are a lot of libraries out there, and it's a fairly vibrant ecosystem. If you're looking to get more into game stuff, you could play around with Bevy. Oh, there we are. Looking for game engines. Here we go. 33 crates over here. And this doesn't include all of them. But Amethyst is like kind of the older one. Bevy, you're like the people that work on Amethyst saying that Bevy is like the V2. But they're kind of synergistic. The communities work well together, I think. I don't know if some of these other ones. GD Native, I've contributed to that one. GGEZ, yeah, love 2D, cool engine. This is supposed to be inspired by that, which is really cool. You were thinking about making an is transcoding available predictions engine with Rust. What do you mean by that? Is transcoding available? Oh, I see. That would be neat. That really would be neat. Yeah, because if you could, because people would definitely want to go with a transcoding endpoint if it was available, because it's just so much better for the viewers. I know I run at what 1.2, 1.3 megabit per second, but a lot of people run at like 6 megabit per second because that's what Twitch recommends. If you don't get transcoding, then like half your audience goes away, half your potential viewership goes away because people just can't stream 6 megabit per second streams. Yeah, yeah. Mobile users don't like that. All right, we're gonna. And it's picking up a little bit of speed. Features 038. Hopefully we're getting to the end on this. And this is taking forever. I'm gonna start up a VM. Why not? Let's see if we can get that running. This is gonna get sketchy a little quick. Trying to start up VMware at the same time. This is where the computer starts crying. VMware might not start up because it's got to swap a whole bunch of stuff out. We could just kill the Python bit. And hopefully, now that it's all configured correctly, we wouldn't start from the beginning if that. gonna let that go while the other starts up. All right, we're gonna open up another console. One 192.168.136 dot. What is this one? I don't know. That's at 14. $131. Oh. How do you enable SSH server on Linux? What is it? Systemd? No, systemctl. Okay, that might have done it. Go one more go. Connection refused. Still. Okay, because I did enable. So you're right. System control start SSHD. Good morning, only cliches. How are you? Ah, there we go. All right. Do we have Rust up? Oh, we do. All right, so this is a VM. All right, so that's done. This one's finished. And that thing's still building. Yeah, enable didn't start it. So I think I had to do both. All right, so that's going. Did I already install this? Cargo? Okay, we have 147 on there. That's fine. Do we have shared directories? Oh. All right. I'm gonna let this finish for whatever that's worth. And then over here, we're just gonna do a copy. Is that this one? Rust AWS Lambda to 192.168.14.131. Is it a capital R on this? SCP-R? Ah, lowercase r. There we go. Oh, that's right. We don't have Sam. Where do we get Sam? Oh, pip install. I forgot about. Thank you, JB friend. Probably don't have pip. I thought that was part of Python. Does that install separate from Python? Yeah. Okay. Because we're in a VM, we no longer need this target directory to be something weird. Although we do need it to be outside of that directory for Sam. Oh, let me try. It's taken a while. Oh, look. Finally got to the end. It's probably linking now. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, there we go. We should be on the right target already, so we don't need this target. You know, it did not give me a 500, but it looks gross. The CSS did not load on that. But I think it's going to be enough to get this installed. Yeah, their website is slow. Not even my network's this bad. All right, that's still linking. It's almost done. Once it's finished with that one, we're gonna kill it and move over to the other box. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. I mean, maybe it's like this little fear that VMware is gonna perform more poorly than Docker. I know the file system bits should be faster because VMware does a better job buffering that stuff. So I really don't have a good sense whether or not it'll be faster. All right, so that'll take it a minute. Did this finish yet? No. This linking is taking forever. Let's see, 3 megs, 4 megs, ETA. I don't believe that ETA. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that out. Yeah. So how's your weekend? Do anything fun? I was doing drywall work. doing this little thing. All right. Hopefully this ends up being faster than. Oh, there we go. Do I have H? Oh, we do. Okay. Let's change this too. Oh, no. All right. Sam build. Oh, make file not found. Oh. What is it? This is Manjaro is built on top of what? Alpine Linux? Hmm. It's Arch. Thank you. Ah. Where's my Starlink? No, is it Arc Linux or is it Arch? Hmm. We Starlink yet? Oh, that's funny. Someday. I'd love that. Increase my network speed by 25x, at least. Arch Nemesis. I like that they used a nemesis in their pronunciation guide. That's funny. Almost out of coffee. I think we got through the big bits. See GCC there, that's done. Lots of little bits. Maybe some libraries or something? Make, batch. Alright, let's see. Makeful not found. Oh, interesting. Oh, because... Oh, good old OS 10 with a case-insensitive, like, file system. I was wondering about that. Okay. Oh, let's do a dash debug on there. All right, now if that's just building that, we should then see this starts to get populated now. What is it doing? Oh, it's doing a release build, which I don't want. What was it? Build mode? There we go. Oops. I don't have my shell configured. Is it downloading? It must be downloading stuff. funny. I just don't believe that it's doing so little. It must. Oh. Okay. Because if this isn't the fastest way, that's going to be upsetting. I'll have to go back to the ultra slow linker on OS 10. I have a feeling this is going to be faster though. All right, so let's get reacquainted with what's going on here. All right. Table design, partition key, and sort key are really generic, and so we can reuse those for different bits. Swap out my glasses. Those are just dirty. I want to clean them without proper stuff because I was in drywall dust yesterday. That's a recipe for just scratched up. All right. I went through this sort of mental exercise the other day. I don't really want to read through that. What else? The SAM config though, not this one. Template here. Timeout is 3 seconds for this. Let's say it's 30. Oops. Resources with a function for HTTP bits. Commented out the example one, which is fine. And here we have our table. Once we get this built, we will try to publish that, or basically build it and then deploy it. Hopefully it shows up. Here's our attributes, the main 3 elements. It looks like we have to define the other attributes that we want to be able to use inside of this. I'm not sure why, because inside of the kind of the web interface, we don't have to do this. So I'm not sure why we have to do that here. And I'm not sure whether or not I need to include the table in the outputs. That might be something that we need. Let's check. They have a DynamoDB table designer. What is this? Alright, this does not seem all that helpful. Table name. Composite. Yeah, this. I see. Well, it does give you the config. Maybe it is helpful. We'd have PK here, SK, on demand. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, that was slightly helpful. I want to see their config though. Function, they have books. Policies, what? Huh. All right. So here we have our list books function. Properties, it's got a code URL, etc. handler. All right, but that wasn't crazy helpful. Something beeped over here. What was it? Don't know. Oh, it's compiling now. It finished the download. Nice. Oh wow, this seems faster. Maybe it's saving the big ones for later. All right, but back to that website. Policies. Do we have policies down here? No. We don't have any policies. Strange. Inside the VM, looks like it's chewing through it pretty well. Let's go outside the VM. Take a look and see what VMware's doing. Why does it think that OBS is doing so much? Well, regardless. You can see VMware in there. It's just not got. We sort by memory. It's way down here. I must be using more than that. Feels like it's compiling faster in VMware. Yeah, it took us, I don't know, a long time to get to that point. All right, so while it's doing that, I'm going to get my AWS credentials configured, because this is a different box. Actually, all right. Trying to find that config. Ah, okay. Okay, I copied across. So after this, we should be able to do the SAM build. Make sure that's going quickly, because even if we have to run this inside of a VM in order to make it fast, that'd be okay with me. Eight more crates, then linking. Oh, nice. Okay. pour some water. Four more. Oh, nice. Let's see, is there a faster linker on Linux? Utils gold. Does this exist? I can tell my system is just slow right now. Oh no. Oh. When was this? This is 2009. Is it already there? Oh, it is there. Huh. All right. All right, I gotta show somebody something. Hold on. All right, sorry. Oh, we want this linker. Okay, so that compiled, kind of. Cannot stat that, which is fine because the make file failed. Let's try one more time. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't do that. Don't, no, no, no. All right, nothing in target. Good. Okay, well, this way, hopefully we get the gold linker. It just beeped a couple times. I don't know why it beeped during this. Why is it building it all again? No. Hmm. Well, at least it appears to be using the same directory as the other one. Hold on, I want to verify that. Not seeing it in there. Out directory. That doesn't look right. just looked up to find my battery was at 3%. I think I'm using the wrong charger on this. So I swapped them real quick. Hopefully it doesn't go dark. We'll see. Yeah, this is building the whole thing again. What had I done? Did I do a release build? I mean, maybe. So I just did make, didn't I? Let's just do this without the build mode to give us a release. Copy, okay. Oh, much faster, okay. Make failed. Why would it fail for that? That's just a warning. Okay, now this copy, I get why that would fail. I do not think this is the right directory. Where is it? I don't have FD. Does it find FD? FD find, there it is. Oh, there's a debug and release directory here. Let's check some things. I don't see it in there. This directory is not the correct directory. There we go. Which means that, oh, that thing's gonna be fine. So the copy went very quick there. Hoping the make goes just as quickly. Gonna let this simmer there. Alright, I'm not an auto-tune fan. Oh, come on. I wonder if I could set that globally, just to use the gold linker. Probably. Oh, come on, you can do it. I think my box wants to tap out. Like, I'm gonna turn Docker off. Quit Docker desktop. Goodbye, Docker. Okay, and our power's up to 5%, which is okay. It was at 3, so we're making progress. It just beeped again. I don't know why it's beeping. Maybe because it locked? Oh, it's doing it again. Let's kill that. Why is it using the same place? Ah, dash target. Yeah, the copy was very quick, but that is taking forever. Okay. FT's there now. Yay. Okay. Now that's taking too long. Let's do a... Should go a little faster. I think it's got more of that actually set up. That looks correct. Let's go into target. I don't know. So I should pick up from where I left off. But I don't think that we want release version for the linker. All right. Oh, there we go. No such file or directory. It's probably going to be just release then. Make file. So this should be quick. Oh, nice. Okay. Now if we touch one of the files, let's see how long it takes to relink it. Lib. Wow. At 15, 16. It's a long time. Anyhow, hopefully this will work. All right. This is Zenicron. How are you? Happy Monday. All right, so that's getting deployed. Hopefully it's okay with that database bit. we had been over here. Oh, I'm gonna have to log into this. Yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. So I have to log in here. Is that it? We shall find out. That is taking its sweet time. Oh, because we're uploading, weren't we? Oh, failed. Ah. I had commented that out. Spent 90 cents on this, and why was that? CloudWatch. What is CloudWatch? Was that the logging? Oh, that's funny. I imagine you spend more on CloudWatch if things are going poorly. Oh, these are from a while ago. Yeah, I deleted all that. Huh. View log groups, sure. Stored bytes. 5.4 kilobytes. Okay. Oh, but the other one was erroring out on every request. Yeah. 17 megs. This is neat. Missing field name. Yeah, we're going to be getting the same thing for this. Well, that's neat. Log management. Okay, how do we just get rid of that? There. And I should probably make it so that the event thing doesn't error out. Oh, it failed again. Get add. References undefined resource, example function. Oh, because it didn't get built. Because I had it commented out inside of the template earlier. So then when we ran SAM, it didn't expand that into the CloudFormation template. That does make sense. Okay. Hey, looks like it's doing its thing. Let's go into DynamoDB. I think we've got some existing tables that we can get rid of. I do not remember what I called it. Oh. Delete in progress. Failed to create the stack name. What was its error? Rollback requested by user. CloudFormation Python lint. Does it work with the SAM templates? Because this is supposed to work, right? SAM validate. Ah, yeah, that's still broken. Okay, let's install that. What is it? Pip install. But Sam is CloudFormation, just using custom transformations. Oh, I see. Well, that's neat. Well, if the download speed, yes, it is questionable. And if you know anybody that can get me into the Starlink beta, I would really appreciate it. And this is high tech where I live. See, that's not my network doing that. That's their end. Because I know this. This is not me. Probably my phone. Yeah, I think it's my phone. Who knows? Maybe the kids are awake. Yeah, they're up. Gotta be up. Yep. I see who it is. All right. So now, looking at their documentation, should be able to do a CFN lint. Come on. Ooh, look at this. Wow. Okay, so update replace policy and deletion policy need to protect resources slash forum table from deletion. All right, so that was what, 49 or something? Oh, we have deletion policy. Ah, but we need update replace policy. Delete or retain or snapshot. All right. Now billing mode. As its current value, property provision throughput should not be specified as at resources or in properties. Guessing it goes here then. Cloud formation. So it's a sibling to the table name. Which seems like, see, is table name at the wrong level then? That is odd. All right, well, let's ignore that for a moment. Did I spell it wrong? Billing mode. Looks fine. All right, the set of attributes, attribute definitions, data PK and SK, and PK and SK must match at resources form table properties. The set of attributes and attribute definitions. Okay, so PK, SK, and data, and key schema, PK and SK, must match at resources form tables properties. Let me let her out. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. I'm guessing it doesn't want this portion. So billing mode is correct there. Okay. So I was curious about this, why I had to put all of the billing attributes in there. Or not the billing attribute, I'm thinking about billing. Wait, why is it still... oh, I didn't write it. Okay, now this one. Property is an object instead of a list. So in the global secondary indexes, odd. For this here? I thought the global secondary indexes were on the same level as the key schema. Yeah, it's at the same level here as billing mode, global secondary indexes. Same with key schema. Okay, that's good. All right, let's see. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Now I understand what you're saying. There we go. Okay. Why? What? How do we fix that? Data isn't even referenced in there, is it? Oh, it is. Because we have to have that defined here. Projection needs to be an object. Okay. Projection type. Trying to get to the documentation on this. Okay, just the word all. So close. Okay. Let's take one last peek at that. What was it, 53? Oh, you don't need provisioned throughput. Oh, interesting. Got it, I got it. Okay. Let's give it a build and publish again. Or deploy. Almost, almost. Source. So this is our handler. It's not there. So because this thing, the event does not have a name, the serialization's failing. Just to make this work, let's make this an option. So I don't want to fill up the logs again. Yeah, thank you for that tool. I gotta make some notes on it. Because that is a very, very, very useful tool. Oh, I know. I really was hoping that I could use the same binary for all of them, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I mean, maybe. Oh, what's this? Validation error. Create change. Ah. Is it? I thought it was stack something. Ah, there we go. Cloud formation. List stacks. Hey, Brookziger, how's it going? And welcome everybody. Sorry, I had the wrong tab open. How's your stream going today? Welcome, Rockerboo. How are you? All right, so this status is rollback complete. Ah, know what I mean? You got a player running animation through a sprite sheet. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right, why don't we go ahead and delete me as well. All right, take care, Brooke. All right, let's try this again. Now that we don't have that blocking us. Creation failed. Form table forum already exists. Oh. Really? Let's get rid of it then. Tables. Sure. All of you. Can I check more than one? No, just one at a time. Delete table. Delete. Form posts, products. This one, delete as well. All right. And the last one, products. Okay, given that, do we have to list and delete the stacks again? Rollback complete. So to get, oh, I see, JB Pratt. Thank you. All right, once again, now with feeling. Should have just renamed it. Looks like that might work. Yeah, it didn't fail as fast. Oh, and now we have this firing up. Let's click into it and see what I got. PKSK. All right. Then we have GS1 as well. Lovely. Nice. Okay, so, wow. Wow. Let's take a look at the code. Where did we leave off there? The HTTP example. Yeah, we run just this handler here. Oh, not the event one. I don't have any of my fancy tools installed. I don't think it's supposed to be in mod. Excuse me, in HTTP example. I mean, it's kind of in here. But what did we put in the GraphQL example? That's right, we added some template stuff. Hey, good morning, Miguel Murica. Happy Monday. All right, now I do not remember who's using the GraphQL example. I do not think we had that set up even. If I remember correctly, we didn't have a binary setup for that. Okay. But I wanted to basically get this set up so that we could connect it to DynamoDB and set up functions which know how to provide certain pieces of information for the GraphQL endpoint. Now, why was I trying to use GraphQL here instead of just connecting to DynamoDB? And I think it would be pretty neat. I don't know how useful it would be. Yeah, here we knew we could connect. Oh yeah, there are a ton of services. I agree, it's hard to wrap your head around. Oh, I see. We were doing a service. This is a test here. So we had tested out without actually building the service and deploying it. Yeah, a lot of exploration. We've done a ton of exploration in this. So here's the handler. And basically what we ended up doing was setting this up so that we could run this test down here. Oh, you've been looking into having a browser talk to Unity. WebRTC for communication plus turn server. Doesn't WebRTC have something set up for that setup? Or is that what that is, a turn endpoint? Yeah, I don't remember what the connection server protocol is for WebRTC. That initial sort of handshake between two endpoints. Pour some more water. looks like I never attached this to some service that could be deployed. We have a query root up there. And we have these objects up here, simple objects. And we set up our query with no mutations, etc. Our schema. Here's our query. All right, so how do we make these two pieces meet? Now we have DynamoDB with the table getting set up. It does not have a lot of stuff in it. It seems like you should be able to use Lambda for that. I mean, it'd probably work fairly well. Depending on how much traffic you had, though. That might work. I don't know what that protocol is going to require, though. Isaro, I am, this is Rust programming language. And we're currently in the process of using AWS CloudFormation to set up a DynamoDB endpoint, or storage, along with some Lambdas written in Rust. Trying to create a forum. And we've got a lot of little prototype bits lying around in this project. Oh no, you can make Lambdas in all sorts of stuff. Many, many different things. So in this case, we're using Rust with binaries that we build on a Linux VM. Let's go back into here. Let's go into Lambda for a moment. So we should have a couple of these set up. Oh, I don't remember what this wants. Is it just name for the HTTP example here? Yeah, see, you can see that it's just using a binary called Bootstrap, and it executes it in its little sandbox. Permissions. What about... Let's turn that on. What is it? Updated console preview. It's got a little drawer on the left now. It's okay. If we go into CloudWatch, are we getting any events off of this? Because we have one event running constantly now. Nice. Lambda. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Um, I'm hoping that I can get some services set up using this so that they basically run without having to be managed. I like the idea, the premise. Um, I'm a little iffy on a couple things, like how do migrations work? I was looking through this. I don't see where the errors are. Let's click in here. This one, last event time. That was many days ago. The event one was the one that was failing because it was failing to deserialize the event. Yeah, I think this last one here is probably doing the same thing. Oh, glibc not found. Wah, wah. Why is that happening? You can see the runtime took 29 milliseconds to fire up, do some stuff. Here it took 1 millisecond. It's been around long enough. 3 milliseconds. That's more along the lines like if something starts running a lot, I would expect it to not take very long at all to get responses from this. Let's ask the Oracle. For now, you had Mint and Ubuntu had different glibcs. Uh, um, so here, if we come back, let's go to the entry point. Is it 4? So this is the entry point to the Rust program. You have a main function. It's got some macro here. So if you're coming from C++, this is basically a macro, and macros in Rust are much more powerful. They can transform a lot of this. So in this case, that macro handles the async keyword here. No, it doesn't. It actually wraps the body of this inside of a different function, which matches the real main function signature. Regardless, you can also have asynchronous functions like async IO. It's basically like Lambdas and stuff like that. It's a cooperative runtime that you can use your stuff inside of. Here we're setting up a logger. We're passing a function reference to a function, and then telling this thing to run, and then we wait for it to finish. This is part of the async mechanisms. And here we're saying this is a return value. So imagine in C++ if you had a struct or some class called OK. And in Rust, they also have something that's called a unit type, which is basically an empty tuple. It's a tuple with no entries in it. So technically, result is a enumeration. It has OK or error, and here, if you are returning the OK variant, you have to return, this data type. If you're returning the error variant, you have to return this data type, which happens to have the same name as error. So this must be returned if we are giving back an error, returning an error here. Oh, Miguel America. Don't think Tokyo is compatible with Muscle though. Interesting. All right, where about that error? They must have had the error in here. I'm going to scan it real quick. Testing, compiling. Sounds fine. Statically linked compilation. Why? What kind of app does Rust usually, what do people use Rust to develop? Pretty much anything that you can build in C, C++. Um, you can also build web pages with it because it compiles to WebAssembly if you want to compile it to WebAssembly. It's a very versatile language. You can do embedded systems with it, or you can do high-level things with it. Games. Goodness. Build virtual machines. All sorts of stuff. Okay, now this static versus dynamic linking, this here. Oh, I see. Including muscle targets, use dynamic linking by default. All right, so how do we... How do we turn on static linking? Let's see. Linkage. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want it to bundle. It's static linking involves using build.rs file and using -static. Oh, interesting. I see. So we could just set this up. Let's see flags. Well, thank you, Miguel. Oh, really? Wow. Well, let's see. This was merged. Yeah. Uh, 0. I'm a little disappointed that that the only way to get this set up is muscle. Because I don't really want to compile the muscle target here. Wow. There must be another way. Anytime, let's say within the past month. And this is using muscle. Hmm. Oh, I don't think it's Rust's fault. All right, so, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I wonder. Wait, what is that tools? Oh, thank you again, Miguel Merca. Let's see. Come back a little bit here. I think it was this one that I needed, which should be the default over here. Let's put this back. Do I have to toss a stable in front of that? Ah, there it is. Well, because if this can do it, well, then I get the static build out of it, the statically linked binary. Upload that. Should work. While it's doing that, let's clean it up just a touch. Oh, wrong one. We should just be able to delete it. The same stack name, the stack name. All right, that's good. It's going to take a couple minutes there. All right. So we were looking at some ways of storing data in this, so that we could do queries and fetches, deletes, etc., without having to make too many queries and too many fetches using DynamoDB. As first, we want to be able to list a set of form topics. This is our kind of key setup for the partition key. Well, for the table and the first global index, basically. So we have a partition key, a sort key, and then our GS1, the global index, uses the sort key as a partition key, and then also data as its sort key. And using those those three fields in that way should get us quite a bit of the way there. But I'm wondering, should we set this up in a way where um, we compute most of the data ahead of time? Because what is a forum? Right? We've got basically information about yourself, and then the topics, right? The topics, and then other pieces, other people's info. What else? And then topics. And then the messages in the forum itself. Now, when you view a form, what are you viewing? You're viewing a page that has information presented to you with some customized data, right? What is a forum but a miserable pile of secrets? uh, so one way to split this up would be to compute and stamp out the majority of the content into like some sort of static file. The problem with this is that you have to have some sort of pipe, right? We don't have eventually consistent data types here. Not in DynamoDB. So if, let's say we wanted to have a home page, right, for the forum, you would have the header, and then you would also have basically the same portion of the forum body that is shown to everybody. Right? Now this is mostly static. What's not static about this? I guess it would be where you left off. Whether or not there's new messages. So really what you could do is produce a template that has the mostly static bits compiled into that template itself. Right, so you could use Terra to generate Terra. That would reduce the number of calls in DynamoDB. Because if you're doing it this way, then you could sacrifice some lookups, right? You could basically do a lot of the work ahead of time and then just plug in the dynamic bits. And that should be possible. I'd like to try going in this direction, where you basically fetch the home page for the user. Well, for all users, basically. But that might not work. Why? Because of the tags and those other bits. Oh no, that's probably not gonna work, Drat. Right. We have the make file set up. Let's try building this again. Oh, interesting. Did that fail? What? Error reading Rusty version. Oh, that is so weird. Oh. I didn't really want to upgrade that one. That's fine. All right. Well, I'm glad we got the linter set up. That was really cool. That was really cool. And then getting muscle set up on this. I'm hoping this will be faster. I don't know. You know, I think it'll be faster just because we can use the gold linker. But I gotta get running. So, let's see if there's anybody out there to raid. Alright, well, we're gonna raid Chris. Alright, y'all. Until next time.